In today's video, guys, we're going to be making a bone meal farm in Minecraft. This farm works on any kind of version of Minecraft, Java or Bedrock. So I'm playing on the Bedrock version, and we're going to build this bone meal farm on this version. Here's all the materials you're going to need for this farm. You're going to need chests, hoppers, composters, oak signs, glass panes, water bucket, kelp, sand, sticky pistons, redstone torch, pistons, ladders, slabs. By the way, you can use any type of slab. You're going to need a lever. You're going to need repeaters. You're going to need redstone dust, and you're going to need trapdoors and solid blocks. By the way, you can use any type of solid block you want. A couple of examples of solid blocks is smooth stone or cobblestone. All right, let's get started. Place your blocks in this order. Next, you want to make sure you put your redstone repeater right there. Put your redstone torch on the bottom, and then put your redstone dust there, and that will give you a redstone clock. And then put your lever right there. And that is a redstone clock if you ever wanted to know how they work. That's the order. Next thing you want to do is place a couple of solid blocks here in this order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, you want to make 5 blocks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, you want to break those 5 dirt blocks or grass blocks. By the way, mine had like a trench on the bottom, so just fill it in with solid blocks if you don't want it. Next, you want to make sure you break 7 blocks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now fill it in with solid blocks if you still have a trench. And then once you're done filling in those solid blocks, next step is to put the pistons there. So we got 4 pistons. Next thing you want to do is put all your redstone dust in this order. Make sure you put a redstone repeater right there, and make sure that redstone repeater is facing that way. Next is to put the redstone up there. So this is how you do it, guys. If you want to pause the video here. Next, put 5 solid blocks over top. Break these 2 blocks. Fill it in with solid blocks. Next, build it out 1 more. Next, you want to put sand in the middle, right over those pistons. Like that. The next step is to place 5 sticky pistons here. Once you're done placing those 5 pistons, put solid blocks at the back. 5 solid blocks. Next, connect the redstone to the pistons and make them extend out like that. And then put the bottom ones on. The next step is to build a wall on the side like this. 2 blocks tall. Next, you want to fill in that back with solid blocks. Now you put the sand there. And then fill that one spot in with solid blocks so the sand doesn't get out. Just like this. Now, I'll pause the video here if you need a little bit of time building it. Next, you're going to expand the back out 4 blocks. Same on this side, 4 blocks. Fill in that back wall with solid blocks. Then put pistons in this order. Next thing to do is build it up another 2 blocks. And then fill in that back, which I just did. The next step is to put glass panes like this. Don't fill them in completely because we still got to add the hoppers on the bottom and the composter. So put composters over those sand blocks like that. Next, put hoppers on the top. And make sure all your hoppers are facing down, because if they're not, you won't get bone meal. Just make sure they're down like that. Pause the video if you need to again. Make sure you also place hoppers straight, because if you don't, you won't get your bone meal. So make sure they're all nice and straight like this. And again, if you want to, pause the video again. The next step is to break those 2 hoppers and put 2 chests right there. That's where all your bone meal will get funneled. So it'll go into the composters, and then it'll go into the chests. The next step now is to finally fill in this glass real fast, just like this. 2 blocks tall. You don't want it 3, you only want it 2. So next step is to fill the top in with solid blocks, but make sure you put slabs in the middle, like this. Make sure next step to do is to put trapdoors right here. Open them, and make sure you guys create an infinite water source if you're doing this in survival. So I'm creating an infinite water source like this. Then put 2 water buckets right here, and I did do that already, even though you can't see it. The next step now is to put signs like this. After placing all those signs, now you can put the water in through those top slabs. So go to your infinite water source and get your water. And just put it in those slabs. Just like that. The next step is to put kelp inside. Just like this. And don't worry, if the kelp grows, you'll still get extra resources because it'll infinitely grow. Now close your trapdoors. Now go to the back of the farm and extend 1 block out like that and put a redstone there. Then put a redstone torch on that solid block. Then put another solid block and then put another redstone torch there. And then do it 1 more time. Put another redstone torch right there. And that will create you a redstone tower. Then build out 2 blocks. And then build out 5 blocks. Now, make sure you put a redstone repeater right here. Just like that. Then, put the redstone out 5 blocks. Now, guys, that is everything you need to do for this farm to be all ready. So, in the back, you should have a redstone tower with the repeaters in the spot. In the back, you should have redstone like this with the pistons. On the side, you should make sure that redstone repeater is set right. Make sure the front is all hoppered up. And then just turn it on, and there you go. That is how you get infinite bone meal from the infinite kelp growing. And then go into your chest and you should start to get bone meal like this. So if you have extra kelp that you broke, just put it in. I really hope you guys enjoyed how to make this awesome bedrock easy bone meal farm. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe to Sean Woods. We're trying to make it to 5,000 subs by the end of this year. And I'll be making more awesome farms in this hardcore world. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace out.